Yes, I will continue about the quality after it can be used and processed. And that is the secret for violins, guitars, pianos, and everything related to musical instruments globally. The sound will have a much higher quality. It will be cleaner and have a wider frequency range. Well, yeah, you don't need to play the instrument for years to achieve this clear sound. It produces that quality right away. Well, you see, this only converges in expensive instruments, and that is how they achieve it. What I mean is, once processed, they instantly become expensive instruments. Or every instrument contains the resonance of a Stradivari. It holds a secret, a lost technique, or a hidden mystery. In every instrument, there is a secret, and that is also a great story. It is just like drinking Coca-Cola. We are not just drinking a sweet, fancy beverage, but when we take a sip of Coca-Cola, we are drinking a secret of Coca, and it is the legacy. Yeah, that is a great story. Yes, Taki. So for these concert halls or churches, yeah, from the old materials you are using, even if you are using wood or stone, for my processing method, it is no different. The material will not be different, and it will not change the process or the cost. But it will produce a quality that is more refined, more popular, tighter, louder, and separates each frequency range between the bass, mid-range, and treble sections. It separates them completely. It is not like sitting in the middle of a market where every conversation just clutters your head. Instead, you can clearly distinguish the voices of people at each stall. That is the function and the formula that will resolve this issue. It is just like a Stradivarius violin. Every sound it makes is very sharp and others cannot replicate it. That is the difference, and it lies solely within the grain of the wood. As I have said, the world is currently only working on the exterior, researching the shell, never suspecting that the key lies in flipping the switch or turning on the circuit breaker of the wood to solve the problem, to truly satisfy our needs, our needs for wood. And finally, the listener will hear it very clearly. And this can be a complete before and after experience. Markup, for example, with two identical instruments, I will demonstrate, for instance, a violin takes about 10 to 15 minutes. So with 10 to 15 minutes of demonstration on one instrument, two identical instruments, there will be one that is much better and one left as is. This is no different from the speed of light. 15 minutes versus 300 years. This is definitely the speed of light to reach the goal. For the piano, it will take a bit longer as it needs to be modulated from the start. But that is not a problem. Or if I can process a piano, well, it probably takes about 2 or 3 hours at most. But it will transform from a not so good piano into a good one. Like a Yamaha that is not as good as an American Steinway. Even if the price is many times lower, it can completely turn into a Steinway. Or if it is a Steinway, it will turn into something else entirely. What brand or label it would have, I would not know. Or for these churches, the sound in a church is a divine sound. The opera house is the same. It carries the sound of the divine, and it is a gathering place for the most famous artists. For example, the Sydney Opera House is also very famous. There are many, many of them. So I really hope that my story will be listened to, shared, and that you can join me. We are a group, a team, to present this knowledge as proof, and later on we will sell it to many different corporations. And we can also fully produce to go be it worldwide to create such legacies in wood and acoustics. Thank you.